Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Orientation. Noun. Orientational. Orientationally. The things that a person prefers, believes, thinks, or usually does. Position relative to the points of the compass. Sexual orientation. Predilection. Preference. Self-awareness. A period or process of adjustment. Pediment. Noun. Pedimented. A large triangular structure built over a door or window as a decoration. A gently sloping rock surface formed through erosion under arid conditions. Organizations can have a number of different orientations towards their markets. Interactional sequences are therefore linked to participant orientations and goals. There are in fact a few hints pointing at this diversity of intellectual orientations. Molecules that are not spherical are average over all orientations. As before, the sum of the cost elements represents the total cost of orientation and training. He advocated nurturing the sociocultural and political orientations he believed were tied to the identity of the state. Researchers have found evidence that some evidence explicitly exclude individuals based on their sexual orientation. 49% of participants reported their sexual orientation as heterosexual, 42% as homosexual, and 8% as bisexual. Programs should be developed and implemented to promote respect for sexual orientation diversity and gender expression diversity that address both individuals and groups. It takes excellent coordination to control both the path and the orientation of the club head during a pot. Position and orientation of the end effector are controlled by varying the lengths of the actuators. For a single long moment, they all remain very still, frozen in a new orientation, a new dance step suspended in the air. In general, focalization theory addresses the options and ranges of orientational restrictions of narrative presentation. Ice at low pressure is known to be orientationally disordered, but it can also be made into a positional glass. The remains of these figures resemble the present West pediment in style. Directly in front of her, on a cement pediment, stands the inevitable bronze statue of a man in a cheap suit. Fenestration includes rectangular windows topped with marble pediments and arch windows with prominent keystones. This pediment is echoed as a smaller pediment over both of the two-storied pavilions. The building has 4 symmetrical facades, each with a slightly projected pavilions topped by triangular pediments. They have balconies, decorated architraves, and pediments of different types. This design is echoed with smaller pediments on each of the side entrances above carved festoon and scroll motifs. Polyurethane is also used for moldings which include door frames, columns, balusters, window headers, pediments, medallions, and rosettes. His attention is not on the carved pediment facing the street, but inside where a transformation is underway. Visitors gazing at the pediment's storied figures saw between these two depictions a plow and a mule. This creates a suitably triangular grouping with the reliefs of the outer base and serves to emphasize the pediment. Window surrounds varied from simple rectangular trim to arched and pedimented designs.